Hello tea friends, how are you today? Happy Tuesday. You know what Tuesday means? It means it's Tea Together Tuesday. So today's prompt, let me make sure it's what it's supposed to be. Hang on just a second. Okay, I had it right. Okay, so Tea Together Tuesday, in case you don't know, I just like to tell everybody in case you're visiting my channel for the first time, it is something that Jan from Tea with Jan and Kimberly from Tea is a Wish blog came up with last year, a little bit after the whole pandemic started, just to kind of bring a little joy to the tea community and help people just, you know, kind of take their mind off things. So each week we get a prompt and we answer something about that prompt. So this week's is, what is your favorite tool for heating water for your tea? So first of all, I'm going to share what I'm having. Check out my taco mug. Isn't that cool? I just got that at Hobby Lobby recently. So my tea today is ginseng green from Adagio. It's the first time I'm trying this. And this is quite good. And I love green teas anyways, but this is one of those green teas that is good for you if you're not crazy about that super green taste, if you're not really crazy about the algae taste that some green teas could have. This is very light. I probably could have steeped it a little longer actually. So this has green tea, natural ginseng flavor, and ginger root. This was actually a free sample that I had gotten when I placed an order. Adagio does this really cool thing where if you share on Facebook, you get to choose a free sample. So like when you place an order, if you share on Facebook that you just ordered, then they'll say, oh, pick a sample. So this is a sample size, very generous one at that. So anyways, this is not all about the tea, but I just wanted to share what I was sipping on, and that's what I'm sipping on, and it's really good actually. So anyway, so your favorite tool for heating water for your tea. Now, when I first started my tea journey, I was just boiling water on a stove. I didn't even have a kettle. I was boiling water in a pot and then very carefully pouring the water into my mug. And then all of a sudden one day, because that was back when I just drank bag tea. Oh man, look at that mess. That was back when I drank mostly bag teas and it all just says pour boiling water over the bag. And I was coming to find out there's a lot of teas that I wasn't really caring for because I was just letting that tea bag marinate in that boiled water, like highest temperature possible, and it would just sit forever. Sometimes it would sit for like 15 or 20 minutes. And so I was coming to find that I was like, oh, I don't like this tea. And a lot of people would be like, oh, it's a great tea. Well, I didn't know because I was over steeping it for one, and using too hot of water in things like green teas and white teas. You know, I was basically, you know, I mean, it's almost like the same, I guess, as like burning your teas basically. So I realized I never even thought this until I started, you know, following the tea people that I follow on Instagram and YouTube and whatnot. That, oh, they have kettles with different temperatures on them. And I was like, that's a genius thing. So it was one of those little things that to me, it seemed kind of like a little luxury. And I was so excited when I ordered one. So what I have is I ordered, now these variable temperature kettles, they range in all different prices. Mine I got on Amazon. The brand is HadinEEon. I think that's how you say it. But it's been great. It's a glass kettle. I'll show it to you in just a bit. And it's got 6 different temperature settings, I believe, 6 or 8. And so I'm able to now really enjoy all my teas. Like I am finding that I love more green teas. I really love the white teas. I love all these different teas because I'm not only steeping them at a recommended temperature instead of just boiled water. I'm also, you know, paying attention to what the time is that you're supposed to enjoy them at, or steep them at, I guess to say. Now I know it's all a matter of taste and preference. You can, if you want to use hotter water, you can. If you want to use cooler water, you can. You can do whatever you want to. There's no set rules to tea. It's all about preference. But I love now that I'm able to control my water temperature. I know some people will say, well, I'll boil it and let it cool off a little bit. Well, who has time for that? So anyways, I ordered mine off Amazon. It's been great. My biggest thing is read reviews. Find reviews on YouTube, find reviews on Amazon if you're doing Amazon. If you're going to the store website, read the reviews, because I did, and I found that I didn't need to buy the most expensive kettle in order to enjoy my teas at variable temperatures. So anyways, we're gonna go over to my counter to where I have it, just so I can show you my kettle, and that way you can, you know, see what I have. And then we'll come back and I'll discuss like about how much I paid. I don't really remember. April will be a year that I've had it, so it's still kind of fairly new to me. But anyway, so hang tight. Okay, you guys, here is my kettle. Please don't mind the little mess in the background. We kind of outgrown our kitchen, well, our whole house for that. But anyway, so this is it. It's got this little tab here, and then I just put the water in. I always use filtered water. That's what we always use. Our water's fine out of the tap, but I just prefer to use a Brita filter. So it's got like this little mesh here, and then you just put the tea in there. And I do have a little bit of staining down on the bottom. I probably need to clean that out some, but it doesn't affect anything with my water. So put the water in. It's on a base, so the base plugs in, and then you just set it down on there, and then it has all these different settings. So we have delicate, I guess, I don't even know what I use delicate for, but we have green, white, oolong, French press, which there's a lot of black teas that I will actually, stronger black teas, I'll actually use the 200 for, because I don't always like my black teas at a full 212. And so for instance, saying I'm doing like I just did my green tea, I'll push that and you hit start. And so it's got the light that comes on, that's how you know it's warming, and it'll get to warming. And then when the light goes off, you know it's done. Now it only beeps at the 212 setting. It doesn't beep at the other ones. I don't know if it's supposed to, or if that's just a glitch with mine. But like now, it's, of course, I really just warmed it up for tea. But so the other thing is, sometimes if I'm drinking a tea where, say I was drinking a black tea, and so I had it steeping at a really hot temperature, and I decide right afterwards, you know, that I want to, steep up like a white or a green, I was like, man, I have to wait for it to cool off. What I'll just do is I'll throw in some ice cubes to cool it off, and then go to the temperature that I want to set it at. So I'm going to stop it. You do have a keep warm setting, so if you want to keep it warm, it'll hold it at whatever temperature you last had it on. Oops, sorry. So like if I was doing white tea and I stop it, well, if I stop it and I want to keep it warm, it's just going to go back to whatever temperature I already had it set at. So, so yeah, that is my kettle. I love it. It's been the best thing that has happened to me and my tea. Like I said, I enjoy my teas so much more now that I have this. So yeah, that's it. I got mine off Amazon. I will link it for you if you're interested in it. But there are so many brands and so many kettles. I prefer the glass one. There are others that you can't see through, but just for some reason, I just like being able to see my water. So, yeah, so now let's head back over. I'm going to talk to you about how much it was. And then, like I said, I'm going to leave a link in the description for it. All right, you guys, so that is all about my kettle. I love it. I can't remember right off how much I paid for it. Right now, it's currently listed at like $56 and some change. So yeah, it's for some people, that's going to be really pricey. You know, for me at the time, it was something I had to save up some money for it, you know, and then other people might not feel like $50 some for a kettle is that much. There are kettles out there that are way more expensive. Now, you do have some kettles that have like a basket in it, like an infuser basket, so you can just steep your tea right in your kettle. But this was, to me, this was just what I needed, and it does the job very well. I love it. And I don't just use it for tea. We use it, I of course use it to warm up my coffee for my French press. I've gotten to where we have like it's not really a Keurig, but it's a flex brew from Hamilton Beach, and that's what we used to use for coffee all the time. And I've in the last year, I've been using the French press, and I love my coffee so much more. And yes, I know I'm a tea person, but I do cheat on my tea one time every morning. I have 1 cup of coffee, and then I have tea for the rest of the day. So we use it for that. I've used the kettle for hot chocolate, so many things. We even use the kettle for like cup of noodles. So it's not just been for tea, but mainly it's for tea. So it's definitely done its job. We've got our money's worth out of it, and it's still going, and I love it. I had never heard of the brand before then, but at the time that was the most affordable one and what I wanted, you know, variable temperature glass. You know, I didn't want one where it was attached to the cord. I wanted it to be able to lift off of a base. There are some that the cord is attached to the kettle itself, and I wasn't wanting that because I wanted to be able to carry it back and forth if I needed to, like to a different part of my counter or to my table or whatnot. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you love Tea Together Tuesday, make sure you click the hashtag or look it up on YouTube. You can see so many amazing tea people sharing their Tea Together Tuesdays each week. And look it up on Instagram too. So Instagram, there might be people on Facebook. There are blogs out there, or tea bloggers who blog about it. So if you love tea also, then be sure to jump in with us, have fun, and yeah, it's a good way for everybody to get to know each other through the tea community. So thank you to Jan and Kimberly for doing this for us. I have so much fun with it, and I love watching others also. So I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.